gorgeous. I hope you all had an amazing holiday. I did, and actually today is Christmas Eve, so I figured why not just show you what I'm wearing today as far as my outfit and my makeup. We are going over Joe's aunt's house for a kind of casual, fun dinner with the family, so I figured I will film my makeup. I had some requests to do a get ready with me for the holidays, so I figured I would show this with you. It's a pretty dramatic eye. It's a very sparkly, I'm not dressed yet, so that's why I'm in my tank top, because it's hot in here. It's a very sparkly, beautiful eye, and then just a lovely, like, pouty nude-ish mommy lip, and then I'll show you my outfit at the very end. So if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep watching. Starting off with the eyes first, I'm going to use my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I always like to use, I've mentioned this before, a primer under any kind of base, so I think it helps everything just stick better. For my base, I'm going to use this Milani Shadow Eyes in Brown Deluxe. I'm going to do this on one eye at a time because it does kind of set quickly, so I just kind of pop it on onto the lower portion of my lid and take a stiff dome brush, this is from Real Techniques, and just blend out any of the harsh edges. Using my original Lorac Pro Palette, I'm going to go in with the color Taupe right over here on a Sigma E35. And I am just going to take this into my crease and kind of blend it back and forth. This is going to be like our transition color to add to as we kind of get darker and darker with our crease color. I'm then going to go to the color Sable right over here, which is a darker brown, and I'm going to pop that into my crease on top of the taupe. We're basically going to go from Sable to Espresso to black, gradually, just to get that gradient effect that I'm after. I'm then going to go in with this brush, which is the Sephora Crease Shadow Brush. I'm going to go in with the color Espresso, which is a darker brown, and now I'm going to start kind of doing a bit more of a concentrated, I'm going to put it kind of where I want it instead of buffing it all over, which is this point I want it into my very outer crease, and then just blend it in a little bit, not too, you don't want to bring it all the way into your eye. Going back in with that E35, I'm not adding any additional products, I'm just kind of buffing out the edge. I'm going to go in with a clean E35 and the color Cream, and this is really just going to be, I'm going to pop this into like between my eyebrow and the crease just to clean up anything if I've taken it a little too far. Okay, now this is where it gets fun. I'm going to add some pigment. This is the Makeup Geek pigment in the color Utopia. It's this gorgeous, like, foiled bronze gold with like a hint of green in it, and it's phenomenal. I can't tilt it too much, otherwise it'll all fall out, but it's very chunky. So what I recommend is, especially when you open up your little packaging here, you kind of shake it up a little bit. And then I just use whatever is in the packaging. What I do is I take a very small brush. Today I think I'm going to use this one. This is the, I don't even know what this is. It's just a very small shadow brush. I take some Fix Plus, spritz it in the back of my hand, dampen my brush, because I don't want my brush to be soaking wet. I want it to be damp. And then you just take that into the lid, and then just very carefully, I just kind of pat it where I want it. And this is why it's crucial to do your eye makeup first, especially this time, because this is very like chunky. It's not a very fine pigment. It's absolutely gorgeous and stunning, but it's really difficult to work with without getting a ton of fallout. So just pack it on. Okay. And now because it's kind of inevitable, you are going to get glitter kind of everywhere, so you just have to work. You have to work like smart. You can't go in and blend your crease at this point because you will get that glitter just about everywhere. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a mixture of nude and champagne on this is a MAC 239, and this is going to be for my brow bone highlight. I want a little bit of shimmer under my brow bone. Now I'm going to go in with a gel liner. This is my black gel liner from Essence, and I'm using a new brush today. I don't know how this is going to work, but we'll see. This is the eyeliner brush from Real Techniques. It's from, I think it's their regular one. I got it in a holiday kit. And now very, very carefully, I always just pat the whatever's extra, I pat it into the lid because I don't want a big chunk of it. And then basically what I do is I just form my wing and then I color it in basically. So just form it like so. And then like so. You see it's not colored in yet. And then you very, very carefully, especially when you have shimmer on your lids, very, very carefully just color it in. Now my wing is pretty dramatic, but what you need to remember is when you are using a cream liner on top of glitter, like I said, you're gonna get glitter onto that black. So what you need to do is you need to go over it with a liquid. If you were to start with a liquid, you're kind of just moving things around, moving that glitter around. So I always do a cream and then I go over it with a liquid. And this is the Wet n Wild Mega Liner, and I love this because it dries extremely matte, which I love. And then I just trace it right over that cream. That's simple. And then to sharpen everything up, you just take a piece of makeup wipe and I just wrap it around my finger and basically just kind of drag it on that point, and you can see it will sharpen things up like a champ. Now at this point you can make your decision, lashes or no lashes. I'm going to do lashes because I think it's a pretty dramatic look, and I like the idea of adding some lashes. So I'm just going to curl my real lashes really quickly, and then I'm going to do just one coat of mascara, and I'm using my Voluminous Carbon Black by L'Oreal, and this is just to kind of hold our falsies and our real lashes together. The lashes I'm using, these are the Red Cherry number 415s, but I've cut them to kind of fit my eye because these are ridiculously long. So make sure that you do that because otherwise it'll look, first of all, it doesn't look so good, and second of all, it's incredibly uncomfortable for me anyway. When an eyelash is way too long, it just needs to fit your eye. And I'm using some Revlon Precision Lash Glue, and I'm just gonna let this get tacky. And these, like I said, I trimmed them and I've worn them before, so I know that they are perfect and ready to go. Now what I do for just a little extra touch of drama, the pieces I cut off from, I always cut off my lashes on like the longer side. I just take those pieces that I cut off, put a little bit of glue on, and then just stick them right on top, like in the outer corner. Oops, I got stuck to my finger. Not my finger, my tweezer. Just stick them right on top, and that just gives you a bit more of a dramatic look. And I think with a special occasion, anything a little more doesn't hurt. While the eyes, the eyelashes are setting, I'm just gonna go back in. You don't have to, but I like to intensify that crease a little bit. I'm gonna go in with an E45 from Sigma in the black color from my Lorac Pro, and then you have to be very careful because you don't want to disturb that glitter. I just like to intensify that very, very outer corner. Alright, now make sure you wipe all the excess glitter from your face because chances are it's fallen everywhere. And then we'll get ready to do the rest of the face. For my primer today, I'm going to use, well actually no, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier foundation primer because it's nice and radiant. And oops, that was a bit much. It's nice and radiant, and I need that because my skin is a little dry from the cold weather. Going in with my Armani Corrector right under the eyes just to correct those dark circles. And I just got some all over me. Isn't that great? It's okay. I need to get changed anyway. For foundation, I'm going to be mixing these two together. Sorry, moving something out of the way. I'm going to be mixing together my Hello Flawless foundation. This is a little bit too dark. This is definitely my summer shade. It is in the color I'm All the Rage Beige. And then I'm going to be mixing in my Nars Sheer Glow in the color Punjab. And this is really a little light for me. This is a little dark. So mixing the two together is perfect. And I like to mix them just on the back of my hand like that. Mix in my Nars Sheer Glow, and then I just take my finger and kind of smear this onto my skin a little bit, and then the rest of it I kind of do it with my brush. And the brush I'm going to use is my Sigma Flat Top Kabuki, the F80, and just start buffing it in and patting it in. Kind of have to do a mixture of the two. For concealer, I'm going to go in with my Nars Radiant Creamy in Custard. I'm going to pop a little bit of that under my eyes. And then I'm going to go on top of that, before I even blend it, with my Prep and Prime in Light Boost. This has just been my favorite kind of combo recently. I just kind of pop it on like so. And then I do a little bit on the chin. And then tip of the nose and forehead. Not too much though. I don't think I need a whole lot. And then I'm going to start blending it with this little e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. And then I kind of pat everything in place at the very end with my foundation brush. Just because it's got a little bit of the foundation on it, so it's not so stark. There's not such a stark line, if that makes sense. I'm going to set my under eyes with my Reserve Your Cabana bronzer from Wet n Wild, and this is just I think this is just a blush brush. Yeah, it's the e.l.f. blush brush. Just tap that there. It gives you such a beautiful, like, luminous. It's not even luminous, it's just not dry looking, and I do have quite dry under eyes, especially this time of year. So this definitely, I mean, really, what in the world? I wreck everything I tell you. I'm setting my whole face with my MAC Mineralized Skinfinish Natural in medium, and this is just a big, this is just a duo fiber brush, the duo fiber face brush from Real Techniques. And as you can see, I don't really put this on to give me coverage. I just put enough so that it sets my liquid foundation. For bronzer, I'm going to use Bobbi Brown Golden Light Bronzer. I absolutely love this. And I'm going to go with a Bedazzling Tools bronzer brush. Not bronzer brush, contour brush. And I'm just going to put this in the hollows of the cheek and run it back and forth. I'm going to go in with a little bit of blush. I'm not going to do anything too heavy. I'm going to go in with Melba from MAC. And then just a powder brush, cheek brush, whatever you got laying around. And just kind of pat this. I don't want like a lot of color because I'm going to go over this whole thing with a gorgeous, gorgeous highlighter. So I just want like a nice light flush to the cheek, but nothing too much. For my highlighter, I'm going to go in with this beauty. This is the Shimmer Brick Compact in Copper Diamond from Bobbi Brown, and just a fan brush on the cheekbone. I mean, look at that. That is just like glow from within. Oh goodness. A little bit on the tip of the nose. That is gorgeous. Okay, and before I set everything in place, I want to work just on the lower lash line for a quick minute, if you don't mind. I'm going to go in with my Smolder eye pencil from L'Oreal, and this is just a black color. I'm going to run that right at the base of my lower lashes. And I'm just going to blend it out with this one. This is the Flat Definer brush from Sigma. Where's my puff? You guys know I hate touching my face when I have makeup on. And then I'm going to dip a pencil brush into the espresso color and run that over top of that black and just kind of, you know, blend it out a little. I don't want such a, you know, stark line. Then I'm just going to give myself a good spritz with Fix Plus. Fan. And then I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Lash Discovery. This is just to kind of seal the deal between my falsies and my real lashes and the lower lash line. Well, I should say the lower lashes. Now, for my lips, because we are going with a pretty strong, smoky, heavy eye, I want to do something nude. So I'm going to go in with this is the MAC Pro Longwear Lip Liner, and the color is Morning Coffee. And I'm going to put this, you know, outline my lips and kind of fill in the sides a little bit. But like I always say, when you're doing your lips, just take your time. It's just as important as like doing your eyebrows, for example. You just take your time and you do them right. So, outline. Just fill in your sides like that. And then in the center, I'm going in with Myth. This looks pretty scary, but then I take a lip brush and just kind of blend everything together like that. And then the trick to any pretty nude lip is to go over it with just a little bit of concealer. Where's my concealer? I just had it in front of me. Put it away again. Just a little bit of concealer just to kind of make everything stand out. And that is the finished look. I'm just going to zoom you in. It's very, I think, dramatic. The lip might not be for you, but this is the lip I have just been more than obsessed with, and I just think it goes with pretty much anything. The eyes are quite dramatic, but so fun. The lips are, I think this lip combination is just, right now, it's like the bomb diggity for me. So, I hope that you enjoyed this look, and without further ado, let's move on to the outfit.